The world's a little louder. The sandals have been swapped for sneakers. And the apostles? Still trying to figure out Google Maps and grace. 13 men, one Messiah, and Paul, the neighbor who came over for hummus and never left. It's faith, fails, and modern-day miracles. This is Jesus in the city. Modern adventures, eternal truths. Paul forgets. He's not one of the 12. It started over breakfast. Paul, halfway through a slice of cinnamon raisin toast, declared with full confidence, "I think I'm ready to lead a prayer walk," as one of the 12. Peter dropped his fork. John choked on orange juice. "You're not one of the 12, James said gently. Paul raised an eyebrow. "I live here. I pray. I fold the laundry. That's apostle material." Later that day, Paul tried to join the apostles for an outreach project. He brought flyers, coordinated snacks, and even practiced his public testimony. When Jesus arrived, Paul stood proudly at the front. "Ready when you are, Rabbi?" Jesus smiled and said nothing, just walked. As the others followed, Paul jogged up to Peter. "I mean, if Judas hadn't messed up, wouldn't there be a vacancy?" During the walk, they came upon a man arguing with a bus driver. Paul stepped in with flair, quoting half of Proverbs and 2 verses from Revelation. The man blinked and muttered, "You sound like my aunt." Jesus placed a gentle hand on the man's shoulder and whispered something Paul couldn't hear. The man sighed, nodded, and walked away with peace in his eyes. Paul lowered his arms, confused. "That's it? No sermon?" That night, Paul sat on the balcony with Jesus. City lights blinked below. Paul looked down at his hands. "I just want to be useful," he said quietly. Jesus didn't speak right away. Then he said, "It's not about titles, Paul. It's about trust. And you've been faithful in what seems small." Paul exhaled. "So I'm not one of the 12. Jesus smiled. "No, you're one of the 13, and you never needed a number to belong." Paul learned that day that identity isn't found in titles or placement, but in relationship and purpose. In Luke 16, verse 10, Jesus says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." You don't have to be seen to be significant. Sometimes the one folding laundry and handing out snacks is more faithful than the one holding the mic. And that's another day in the city, where grace shows up in Wi-Fi outages, group texts, and unexpected moments. If this made you laugh, think, or feel a little closer to Jesus, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a modern parable today. Thanks for watching Jesus in the City, Modern Adventures, Eternal Truths, where the stories are ancient, but the lessons still walk among us. Catch the next episode. Same God, same faith, same baptism, new twist.